Good morning, everybody. It is Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. Tuesday Taco. We, for all the new members, tend to call Tuesday Taco Tuesdays because you get to feast. Tuesdays tend to typically have a very good sell down. And yesterday was kind of appropriate the way that it took place. Quickly going over the spreads. Whew, had to take a deep breath yesterday. I know that there was few people that were there that were like, "Come on, man, what are you doing? We're over 4,000. We're over 4,005." That was why ahead of the trade, I already knew where I would roll to if I had to roll, and I would more or less be collecting around the same amount of credit. I'd be using a little bit more margin, but I'd be collecting around the same amount of credit to cover the trade. Wouldn't cost me much. But again, as I don't want to say Yoda vision prevails, you got that sell down yesterday. The trade that I took, I got in early. I got in at $1.70, closed out full credit into the day, 51% on that trade. Some that did, and I only got two messages, so I don't think there was a lot. Two got in when it was at the highest and got nearly $4 credit for that trade. $4 on a dollar risk, well over 300% as far as trade goes. But again, here we are. We're going into Tuesday, and this is reversed. We had CPI last week. CPI had that major rally, and today we get PPI. PPI is coming out, and again, they're talking about it's due to go down. You can see the chart here. It looks like we peaked over here in April in PPI, and we've been kind of trending downwards, hovering here around the 7.5, 7.3 area. Anyway, that is coming out at 8:30 in the morning. We'll obviously see what takes place, but we are extremely bullish right now. We're up 30 points on the ES. The Nasdaq is up over a percent, and this is all coming off of stimulus talk. GDP over in Europe was right on board, 2.1. Trade balance a little bit negative, a little bit better than what they expected. And here we go. We have a couple of Fed speakers. Fed Vice Chair Supervision Barr is speaking at 10 o'clock, and you got Fed Governor Cook at 9 o'clock. Don't see any reason why you want to be involved or think that there's going to be something there. The PPI will be the reaction. But more importantly, tomorrow, we have all of the UK's reports, their CPI, their RPI, PPI, everything comes out over there in the UK tomorrow morning. Tomorrow for us, hang on a second. Okay, almost thought I was going to sneeze there. We get retail sales tomorrow morning. So, again, it's OPEX week. There's a little bit of a shake. I'm going to bring you over to the charts again. But again, over here, without even looking, seeing as how we're up 30 points already. We're already overbought on the NASDAQ. We're already overbought over there on the ES 1 hour. Still got a little bit of room to the upside, but I am definitely going to be looking at doing a 40-15, 40-10 spread at the open. I'll see what it looks like in a little bit, and we'll go from there. But here we go. One red close, two green closes, one red close, four green closes. So, or three green closes, sorry. We're still mix and matching it. We're still boxing it out. Again, over here, 4,897. You got to come up here to September, where we had that gap down right there off of that CPI day, the day after, 177 point down move on September. 4,006 we had closed at, 4,022.94 was our lows, but you got this big gap over here, 40.37. 40.37 is where the gap starts, so 40.37 to the upside is about the maximum that we'll be looking at. You did get that move over there on SPY to 400, but again, I'm not going to waste too much time. This is what I was talking about yesterday about being a little bit bearish and looking for a dip. You can see here on this red line, this is the minus 800 line. This here is tick/Q. This is the internals that are taking place over there on the NASDAQ. And we had all of these 800 minus 1,000 sell moves, and nothing was taking place as far as price goes. Then what happened? Right there around 8 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, bang, everything just fell apart. Walmart is going to be reporting their earnings before the open, and Walmart is a pretty simple chart. I'm going to throw it in your email. You'll be able to have a look at it. And where am I going here? I'm going here to type in the SPX. SPX, this is where we have moved. We have gone on a 12% run. Obviously, there was a break in there, but 12% where we peaked, 5.4% when we dropped, and we have now had an up move, a down move, and a big up move off the CPI, another ABC looking move. ABC is the way that this has kept going. 1, 2, call it not even. That was your 1, 2, ABCA. There was your B, ABCB, and then here, boom, 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 just trending up. B, it's all looked pretty much the same as far as we've been doing this for over a year now, or almost a year now. But here, Fibonacci retracements should get a dip somewhere here. 39, 35, 38, 86 is right around the levels where we should be looking. I would not expect a break below that 39.08 level, only because it's a major Fibonacci, and as well as the 100-day moving average being right there, as well as being the top over here back when we were at the very beginning of November, the very first day, which was 39.1179. So again, I would not be looking for a crash down below that 39.10 level, but instead I would be looking for a sell down into that level to already be prepared to be able to position myself into calls heading into Thanksgiving, the beginning of December, in order to take advantage of the sell divergence that would need to take place over on the larger time frames, because we did have that dip yesterday. So again, same thing over here, QQQ. QQQ has got a very distinctive chart when you look at it, and I've shared it over there in the room. You had support over here back in July, failed through that back in September, and it's been resistance, and we're right there above that resistance level over here at 286. So again, would not be overloading myself in an exposure or even a position to the upside, being that we're already up above this 286 level, but instead I would definitely be looking for a dip down to around this 281, or call it 281. So yeah, 281, 281. 281 should be where we get a dip to. 277, 275 would be much more ideal, but we'll see what takes place on that. But anyway, guys, it is Taco Tuesday. I want everybody to go and enjoy themselves. Definitely make sure you tip your waitress at Taco Bell, at Chipotle Mexican Grill later on tonight. But most importantly, be in front of the trade and make sure that you're taking your profits. Yesterday, those 395 puts over there on SPY gave you $1. $1. Who is not going to be happy with $1? I know a lot of people can't day trade, but those who can took their dollar. Those who can't, I am still very faithful to believe, from the view and considering that it is OPEX week, that we should get a dip down to around 392.77, 389.92, and no lower than that is where I expect we should get a dip to. We'll see. Anyway, guys, have a great morning. I'll see you in the chat.